Your robot needs to know where it must not go. But a real production cell is not an empty box. A cell holds fixtures, posts, beams, and clamps. A single box cannot describe any of that. Until now, you either oversized the boundary and gave up reach, or you found the collision on the shop floor. The scene now holds a whole list of collision objects, and it starts from your station setup tab. First, you size the workspace boundary itself. Then, you add simple shapes for simple obstacles. You import a 3D model for anything complicated, and you verify it where the collision check actually runs. Two things have to be done first: robot configuration and external axis calibration if your station has external axis, and a 3D model your team can export. 4 common mesh and step formats are accepted, up to 1 GB per file. Once those are done, the collision zone card appears on your station's setup tab. Click it to open your station. Your station setup from robot configuration opens in the viewport. The red wireframe is the workspace boundary, and the robot sits inside it. The panel on the left is collider objects. Every collision volume in the cell is a row here, and the first row is the workspace boundary itself. Select it and open the Shape tab. Set width, length, and height in millimeters from your measured cell. The Offset tab moves and rotates the whole boundary. Rotate it when your cell does not line up with the world axis. Now the obstacles. Add colliders gives you a cube, a sphere, or a cylinder, and the new shape lands at the origin. Size it in millimeters the same way. This one becomes a tall post, 500 wide by 1500 high. The Offset tab places it. Type the position in millimeters straight off your cell drawing. Change the shape and the object follows. Pick cylinder and the row renames itself, and the size fields become diameter and length. For real geometry, choose import instead. Pick the model, and it lands as collision geometry. No simpler shape is wrapped around it. The row carries the source file and triangle count. Scale and offset place it until it sits where the real bench sits. Now let the scene fit the box for you. Auto-resize boundary snaps it around the robot and everything you have added. Your edits land when you press apply changes, and the scene confirms it. Then save from the top bar. The whole list is written to the station, and every project you plan there inherits it. Be clear what this is. It is a simulation check that runs while you plan, not a safety device, and no replacement for guarding or an emergency stop. Open a project on that station, and the colliders are already there. Drive the arm down onto the bench, and the links turn red the moment they make contact. The app then names the waypoint and what it hit. Collision settings holds the switches. Turn collision detection off, and the app warns that collisions will not be detected. Leave that and safety colliders on. Plan the path, and the whole motion is checked. It names both waypoints either side of the collision and flags them in the list. Model the cell once, and everything you plan on that station is checked against the cell you actually have.